Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with
neighbor Stefan.
And we are going to do a controller review for you guys. Yep. We are going to go over all of our controllers, but we are missing some of them. We are missing the NES, the Wii U, PlayStation 1 and 3.
I'm sorry, but I have them at home, but you know, stress and I forgot it, so
yeah,
sorry.
And I have a bunch of my consoles over at my mom's place. I think the oldest on the table here are these two. Can you tell us a little about that?
Actually, this one is entirely new because this one is the retro bit.
It's not really sucky.
Yes, it's the worst of the new console because the controller itself is not so bad. It's basically the same as the Sega.
Is that an original?
No, it's a wireless. For the new Sega Mega Drive, some people call it Genesis, I don't know. The layout is the same. The retro bit, the console itself is really shitty because of the bad emulation. The music and...
You're a bad emulation.
Yes. You are bad pixelated.
I'm really bad pixelated. Yeah. So what do you think about the controller?
The controller is okay. If you like the Sega controller, you're gonna like that controller. Okay. So they are basically the same.
So my take on it is that the buttons feel nice, but the controller is really lightweight, and I don't like that.
If you feel those buttons, and then you feel those buttons.
These buttons are more like hard plasticky, I don't know. I think I actually prefer that one. Isn't that
you
weird?
Like this one better than...
I think so, but overall it's a really good controller. I like it. I could play games for 10 hours straight on this one.
I also like this one.
Yeah, the D-pad, how is that? It's kind of wobbly.
It's wobbly, yes.
Yeah.
It's mediocre. I give it 5.
So, yeah, I would say 6 because, you know, I like them, but it's too lightweight, so maybe, you know, 5.
Yeah,
okay, 5.
Yes.
Anyways. So the next one on the timeline would be a NES, and we all know what that is. I'm gonna put a picture up. Okay, I don't like the NES controller. I give that 3 out of 10.
I think that is also mediocre, so I give it 5.
Yeah, it's
5 out of 10.
Too square. It's not really suited for long sessions, you know. Okay, next one is actually this. Oh shit, the SNES controller. It is better than the NES one.
I love that because those games on Super Nintendo is perfectly played with that controller, so it's really suited for the console it's made for.
Okay, so what do you give it?
I give it 9 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's close to perfect.
I don't like the buttons. I never did. They feel like they don't really push all the way down, if you know what I mean.
You push them halfway down.
Yeah, it's like so... I don't think the buttons are satisfying. I think the actual layout of it is good. It fits my hands like this, you know, sorta. I never liked the D-pad on the Super Nintendo controller because the D-pad is so wobbly. Don't like it, actually. It's not satisfying enough for me.
Well, I can say that.
You know
I can
I
say
mean?
that.
The same goes actually with this D-pad. I don't like that D-pad either.
I just have to say one thing. The N64 controller is the worst controller I ever have had my hands on.
I'm gonna give this one a score first. I give this 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10.
Well, I give it 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
I like the controller.
Yeah, I know.
So, but this one is absolutely the worst controller I ever had my hands on because it's just so... I remember back in the days when I was playing GoldenEye, it was like, should I hold it like this? Or should I hold it like this?
I know,
or should I hold it like this?
Imagine parents. They wouldn't know. I mean, Happy Console Gamer's dad, he played like this.
Yeah, my cousin did that too.
This design is definitely a weird one.
I give it 1 out of 10.
It's that bad.
It is that bad.
Like the joystick is really, really bad, and it grinds away on the original grey one anyway.
You get those grind dust.
Yeah.
Yes.
But this version doesn't have that fault in it. It's only with the original first one, the grey, like the first prints of that, they broke, and that was really bad.
When I was playing Turok 2 for the first time, the game itself was not hard to get into, but the controller.
I actually like this controller, believe it or not, because it is very ergonomic.
Ergonomic in the back, yes.
Yeah. It's such a little bump here for the hand, so it's really like definitely really good to wrap your hands around this one. I think so anyway. The buttons feels okay, and it reminds me of when I played Ocarina of Time, to be honest. I enjoyed this one, but I do not like the analog stick.
Oh, the analog is the worst.
That is the worst thing. I don't care that this is a dead zone on the on the controller. I mean, I got used to it. I give this one an 8 out of 10. Next one on the timeline is a fan favorite controller.
Yes, the GameCube controller.
Very famous for being like the best controller in the world. A lot of people are saying that.
Really like this controller.
It is really good though.
This one is smooth. A little bit noisy, those buttons on top.
Definitely though. It's too lightweight. Yeah, it is. It's not really very heavy. But the D-pad, it is such a revolutionary D-pad compared to what was before. The Nintendo 64 one feels so cheap. But this one feels like almost like rubbery, gummy, like good. Very good.
And that is really important because what I found out about these new PS4 controllers is, I don't know if you can see it on the cam, but
B-roll.
Yes, it's the B-roll, the rubber gets
damaged. Definitely.
Yes.
Look at that. Yep. Then you haven't seen Katrine Beate's controller. It's all the way down, like no rubber left on it.
Oh.
Okay, so the GameCube controller actually gets a 10 out of 10 for me, but it's like, we're gonna do top 3 later on. This one is in my top 3.
I will give it 9 out of 10.
But I like it so much. Just holding it now brings me all the way back to Super Mario Sunshine, you know. The A button is really big. The buttons feel good. I mean, the analog stick is really good. I still don't like the D-pad. I don't know what it is, but you know, that is me. It's very ergonomic, you know, when it's like a bunch of stuff that your hand is holding on to. That is probably why everyone loves it. And it's very good for my small hands and also good for big hands. So, you know, it is actually sort of like a 10 out of 10 design. But it could be heavier, so, you know, maybe I should say 9 out of 10 after all. I wish it was heavier. But on that note of the GameCube, I'm going to show you a third-party controller. It's GameStop's.
The GameStop controller.
Hold it.
I have one of those.
This is yours.
It's my own. Oh.
It's yours.
Yes, I remember.
Stole it from you. Just kidding. It sucks, okay? You never wanted to be player 2 and have this one. It freaking sucks. I give this a 1 out of 10.
I remember when we played Smash Bros. Melee at Ryan's place and had to use that controller.
Yeah, the loser always had to use this.
Absolutely. You are the loser because of the control. If you use that controller, you are, yes.
The GameStop GameCube controller gets 1 out of 10. I didn't even want to have it on the table, so you know.
It's ugly.
Yes. So next up is actually this one.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that one?
Well, this is my absolute favorite. I have spent so many hours on the PS2. To me, it's only two small downsides. It's a little bit lightweight, and I don't like the
analog button. You have to really press your nail
into it too. But otherwise than that, this is the controller I've been using the most.
We don't have the PlayStation 1 or 3 controller here, but we are considering 1, 2, and 3 very similar. They are very similar.
Yes, and I love this kind of rubber compared to this one because
on the analog stick.
Yes, on the analog stick. So this one will never be worn down, and you don't get that slitage.
Yeah, the worn down stuff.
Worn down stuff when you do this. This one is perfect in my opinion.
You give it 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Absolutely.
Actually, I love this one too. Sony really reused this design a lot, and for good reason. It was really good.
It's basically the same as the PlayStation 1 controller, except from the analog stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, you know, I give this controller actually like PlayStation 1, 2, and 3. I give this overall, like, they're very similar anyway. I give them 9 out of 10. So that brings us to the next Sonic controller, which is the PS4 controller. And we both agree that we like the heavier weight of this controller.
Absolutely.
And it also has a touch pad, which is really nice. The only downside with this controller, like you said, the rubber gets worn down, and it does that all the time.
My controller has this one almost totally worn down because I have played so much Trials Fusion.
Yeah, true though. Another thing is that, you know, I like how beefy it is, sort of. You know, it's good to hold. I like the weight of it. The only downside for me is that it is not suitable for really small hands like mine because I have to bend my thumb all the way over here to really like grab the analog stick.
Yes, but the extra weight is handy. But if you get angry with Ircha, man, you can kind of hit him in the head with the control.
Not gonna do that. So, you know, it's almost perfect for me, but it isn't because, yeah, it is more suitable for bigger hands. Yeah. So it's a small hands problem. But other than that, this is a 10 out of 10 sort of controller, but I have to give it 9 out of 10 because it's not suitable for my hands. What do you give it?
I give it 9 out of 10. So as you can see, for a man, I don't have really big hands, but compared to you, I have very big hands. So this controller is very suitable for me. So I give it 9 out of 10.
So that brings me to the next one. I recently bought this one. It's brand new. I bought it only a few days ago, actually. The Razer Raju Tournament Edition PS4 controller. Now I can plug it into my PC also and my PS4. So I really like this controller because it's super heavy and it's really like beefy. And it has a matte finish. It's really good to hold. Like a lot of stuff going on when you're holding it, sort of. And the buttons are mechanical. That is really clicky and really good.
This controller is really good. You actually feel that you are holding the controller. I will give that controller 10 out of 10.
It's really good. But the downside is that you can misclick the buttons on the backside a lot if you're not used to it. There are some other minor issues with this one, is that you cannot turn your PlayStation 4 on by pressing the home button, but that is just like a minor...
But I just have to say, goddamn how beautiful that thing is.
It is really beautiful. Yes. It's really expensive too. It was 1,800 Norwegian crowns, but I got it for 1,100 or so expensive. So we have this one. Hold it.
The Xbox controller, this
360.
one is Xbox 360. Yes, this one is really good.
It is really good.
It's really overall good.
It is really good.
I like everything. I like the weight of it.
How's the feel of the buttons?
The feel of the buttons is really good. This thing is a
the D-pad.
little bit off.
Wobbly and shit.
Yeah, this one is a little bit off. So otherwise than that, everything is fine. So I give that one 9 out of 10.
This one is perfect for my hands, and also the best trigger buttons. They're very satisfying.
Yes,
very satisfying. This one is very suitable for my hands, actually. And the ergonomic placement is also very good. The buttons feel high quality. I mean, this one is shit. The D-pad is shit.
I don't like that one.
And it has a very big and satisfying home button. I like this a lot. I give it 9 out of 10.
I always use that one when I'm playing emulator games on my computer. The fun thing is about that one is you can use it with Steam games. So I love that controller.
And Ircha always praises this controller for being the longest lasting with a battery. So 9 out of 10.
Yep, 9 out of 10.
Okay, so that brings us to this one.
What is this one? I don't know what it is.
This one?
Yes.
You're funny.
Oh, it is the Switch controller.
Yeah, Switch Pro controller.
I have never... Oh, this one is good. I like this one.
You like it? It's really satisfying, isn't it?
Yes.
What do you like about it?
This one I like everything about.
It is really good.
Well, goddamn, I'm giving this 10 out of 10.
I love it. I'm giving this one 10 out of 10 too, because it really fits my hand on the backside with like the stuff that you hold around.
Very decent weight.
Yeah, it also has the ergonomic placement of the analog stick. It has a better D-pad, so this is actually a 10 out of 10 controller too. One thing I wish it had, which I got sort of spoiled with on the Razer, is that I would like mechanical buttons, but you know, you can't have everything. So this one is actually a 10 out of 10 because the analog sticks are so satisfying. It is sort of heavy, not as heavy as the Razer one, I think. No, the Razer one is even heavier.
I think this must be the heaviest of all. Yes. It's absolutely
definitely the most expensive one too. This one is the lightest one, I think. And this one too. It's like nothing. And then we have like, well, the Switch original Joy-Cons.
I never used my Switch like that.
It has such small analog sticks. Feel that. Like it's really small.
It's still like a baby.
Yeah, it's like baby analog sticks. I like these too. I love them. 10 out of 10. Love Joy-Cons. Joy-Cons are really good. I'm a Switch channel for a reason, guys. I love the Switch. Say same.
Same.
Okay, so our top 3 controllers. You decide first. I have to think, actually.
This one is first place.
The PS1, 2, and 3 sorta combined.
I feel it would be unjust to leave the Super Nintendo controller out, but it's so old.
I think it's crap.
This one comes in second place.
PS4.
Yes,
I agree. That's really
then
good.
the Xbox.
Good answers, actually.
Yes.
It's very hard for me because, you know, I really enjoy your first place and I enjoy the Xbox one, even though I don't like Xbox in general. But, you know, I have to be fair. I like the GameCube one and I like the Switch Pro controller, I like my Raju, but I have to make a decision on that.
Well, I just have to say one thing. I truly believe that if this controller had the button here, had this button, and the weight of the Xbox 360.
Yeah, if we could mix and match what we liked within each of them.
Then I truly believe that this would absolutely be the best gaming controller in the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
If we could custom design them ourselves, that would be so good. Okay, so third place, the Xbox 360. Even though I don't like Xbox, but the controller is really good.
Well, I'm not a big fan of Xbox either.
To be fair to Xbox, we like the controller of the 360, we really do. Then I have to say my beloved controller, my favorite controller.
Well, that one was good. That one was really good.
It is so good. The Nintendo Switch Pro controller. I even made a Pro controller video way back. Love this controller, but in first place I'm gonna say my newest addition to.
You really like that one?
I like it so much. I'm enjoying it so much, and it's like really good for my hands.
Well, it is beautiful.
And, you know,
it's really beautiful.
My choices are actually this one, and this one. And the thing that all of my choices has in common is the placement, ergonomical placement.
I know that is important for you, the placement.
It is. So it is. So, are you happy with our choices then?
Well, I'm satisfied. Yes.
Same. After this, we can play on this one. Feel the clickiness.
Yeah, the clickiness.
So it's been some time since we recorded that clip that you just watched, but I have found some other controllers that we need to react to. I want this episode to be as complete as possible. So what we need to react to now is the Wiimote and Nunchuck. Yep. Personally, I liked this. It was very weird at first, but it reminds me of Super Mario Galaxy while holding it. And you know, I didn't really like to move my hands around that much when I was playing games. How do you feel about like moving your hands?
I never did like this Wii stuff. Oh my god, just look at it.
Yeah.
It's so clumsy. The most disturbing thing is the pink color, of course. But
never mind that.
Never mind the color. I never got a feel for it.
Well, a lot of people share your opinion, I realize. But
I think so.
What I liked about the Wii is that I could chill with my hands out. Like sit in any weird position. You're not stuck with your hands in one specific position. You could lie like this if you felt like it.
Okay.
So comfortable, yes. I liked it, but it was weird. But the Wii came with the classic controller, which I had to purchase when the virtual console was up and all of that. I think it is a weird controller. It doesn't really feel good in any way. Actually, it feels cheap to be official Nintendo controller. Feel it.
I have to admit, one time I have used this controller at Røde's place when we were playing Smash.
I played a lot of virtual console stuff with this. Er det din telefon som ringer?
No, det ikke min.
Okay. Anyways, I guess it was okay, but it's not good. It's not really a good controller, but it was good for virtual console games. Anyways, guys, I don't have the Wii U gamepad with me, but we can show it on the screen in a picture, the big clunky screen gamepad for the Wii U. How do you feel about that one? I did not like it.
Nope, not me either.
I did not like to play games on it. It felt big and chunky and just bad and too big and chunky, you know.
Yep.
It was like unnecessary, a lot of plastic and stuff for the buttons and the screen. So the Switch design is definitely a lot better and smoother. I didn't like it, it was really bad. Okay, I'm glad we agree on that. And then we have this one. It's actually a really like underrated weird controller. That is the Wii U Pro controller.
Yes.
Hold it. Do you have this one?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Since you have Breath of the Wild on the Wii U, that is an option for you. I like it. It feels good. But I wish it was heavier. It's kind of lightweight.
You and me are very alike that way. We like the weight of the controller. But button-wise, very smooth
Yeah,
controller.
I like it. It's like it has a lot of stuff that goes into your hand. But I don't think this one is a official Nintendo one, because I remember now I bought this on eBay and it doesn't say even Nintendo on it. So no, this is a fake one. So that may explain a few things. But for a fake controller, it feels smooth and good and nice. I would much rather play a Wii U game on this one than the gamepad of the Wii U. Okay, that was everything. Now we have reacted to everything we can, I feel like.
Okay.
Okay, back to the first clip of us. to wrap this video up, thank you so much for watching this video. Hit like. Tell everyone to hit like.
Hit like.
Make sure you are subscribed as well, and you can support.
Oh goddamn, your hair is all over the place.
Remember, you can support my channel also on patreon.com, where you can have access to my secret Instagram, where there will be pictures of neighbor Stefan.
Nude. Yes.
Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you later.